Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 21st of March 2019. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. We also have a full moon in Libra happening today. The full moon is a super moon, so it's about 6 to 15% larger than a regular moon. So it has a much more powerful effect on all of us than a regular full moon would have. And it's also the last of 3 supermoons that we've experienced this year. January, February, and now in March, they've all been supermoons, and this is the last one. It happens at 0 degrees, and in astrology, when you have something at 0 degrees, you get the quintessential nature of that energy. So the full moon in Libra energy is really going to come through powerfully. So check out the separate video I've made on that. I go into a lot of detail about the full moon in Libra and just give you information on how that affects you particularly and how you can use the energy to your advantage. Now let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of, because the cards will have their own wisdom, their own kind of insight into the energy and what is happening in the universe. So I just tune into the energy of Thursday, the 21st of March. And as always, these readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. So I'm going to shuffle them 2 more times. We have the 4 of Pentacles, then the Sun, and how funny is that, facing off. So the Sun faces off with the Moon. And then we have the Ace of Swords, a gift from the universe. Lovely. So the first card, the Minor Arcana card of the 4 of Pentacles, you can see that this is a man who is surrounded by money. He's got a wall behind him protecting him from people outside who want to steal his money. And this card represents miserliness. It represents really keeping things locked down and trying to hang on to what you already have. Kind of goes without saying that if you put all of your energy into maintaining what you have, you can't focus on growth. You can't focus on making new things happen, new beginnings, additional pentacles. Pentacles rules money and career. It rules work, your daily routine, and it also rules your physical health. So your energy levels, the way you feel in your skin, what you eat, whether you exercise. And we've got this man really holding on to things. So this card is kind of a warning saying that if you're someone who's really kind of entrenched in the situation that you're in, the element of earth, which is what pentacles are, is notorious for disliking change. And all of these things, work and the body and daily routine, once you become entrenched in a certain rhythm, it's really hard to change that. And we all tend to dig our claws in once we have a fixed income and a comfortable home and we know what's happening every day, because there's a certain peace of mind and there's a certain security in knowing exactly how much is going to come into the bank account every month, what the day is going to look like. But it doesn't allow us to really activate and to achieve our maximum potential because we're just resting on our laurels in a way. So this comes under the radar, and you are able to look at the parts of your life where you really hang on to things excessively and whether those things are worth hanging on to. The Sun is the 19th card of the Major Arcana. The Sun is obviously the center of our solar system. It's the most important thing that is there in our galaxy. If it weren't for the sun, we wouldn't be here. It's also the most important thing in astrology and tarot because it represents your identity. It represents what powers you, what fuels you, what gets you going, what gives you a sense of life and fulfillment and power. And usually it's a child on a horse. So it's getting in touch with your true nature. But in this deck, and it's so interesting that I've chosen this deck for today, we've got this face-off between a female and a male. And we can see that as the sun being male and the female being the moon. It's interesting, in certain languages, nouns have genders. So in German, die Sonne, the sun, is female, and der Mond is male. But in French, la lune is female and the sun is male. So they mix it, they change it around. It's really interesting just on a cultural level, just to see how different people perceive the moon. So regardless of whether the moon is male or female, when it's in Libra, it's in an air sign, which is masculine. And Libra is, if you look at the glyph of Libra, it's about building bridges. It's a bridge with a bump in it. And the sun, your identity is going to be heightened and powered up today. You really feel comfortable in yourself, and you hold up a mirror to yourself, who you are. And the Ace of Swords, clarity of thinking, a gift in the universe, perfect balance between passion and reason, the body and the unmanifest, the spiritual. Because there's balance between the two, creating a heart, love, you're able to reflect. And you're able to actually look at, what am I holding on to? What's out of balance in my life? What am I missing? What am I digging my claws into too much? What can I let go of? And what new wonderful ideas can I bring into my life to create more balance, to create a greater sense of fulfillment and ease? Because the more balanced your life is, the fewer crises you experience, and you have fewer ups and downs, and things work more easily, and you have these sunflowers moving and opening up because the sun is able to shine on them without any complications, and you're able to grow as an individual, and you're able to progress and let go of things that no longer work for you, and you're able to develop as an individual and grow as a person. And you're also able to receive new insights, new ideas. You're able to make new decisions, to decide again on things from the past. And you're doing all of that today with this gift, with the universe saying, hey, today the way you think is really, really powerful and really clear and specific and good, and you can trust your own thinking today. So by examining your life a little bit and by looking at what is going on, you're really able to, do a spring clean. Yesterday was the spring equinox. It's the second day of spring here. Get rid of the stuff that no longer serves you. You don't need to protect your money and your finance and put a wall between you and other people. You can secure that without devoting all your time to it. You can just leave that alone and look to the future and see how you can make your work better, how you can make more money, how you can improve your health. So it's a fabulous day to really just take a moment for yourself and to look at what makes you tick, what behaviors you engage in. Are you addicted to something? that would be holding on to these pentacles, addiction, certainly. You may be able to recognize that for the first time today, that you actually are dependent on something. And that's the first step. If you actually recognize that there's a problem, then you can do something about it. And with things like addiction, and this is just an example, with addiction, no one else can tell you that you're an addict. You have to figure it out by yourself before you can do something about it. So when people say, oh, you should try AA, you're just like, oh, whatever. You drink like a fish. Don't point your finger at me. So it's a really, wow, it's amazing that I chose this deck today, because it really surprises me that we've got this face-off, which is exactly what you're doing. You have a great balanced bridge between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, and you can really look at what you're doing and really become aware of it for the first time. So that's really, really good news. Let's have a look at the numbers. We've got 19 and 4, which is 23, and 1 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is a doorway of opportunity opening up. So because things are in balance, you're not concerned with passion over reason, or you're totally in the spiritual world and you're disconnected from your body. You're totally connected to both sides of things, and you're able to have a solid foundation on which to operate. And because of that, you can make decisions, and a doorway forms which allows you to walk through into a new future that has fewer things that don't serve you, so you can get rid of some of the baggage, and that then creates space within yourself to allow new ideas in, which will serve you on your way to fulfilling your destiny, to really actualizing yourself, and to really using all of your skills and talents. And that's what the day is about. It's really about finding balance within yourself and going all the way with who you are, and really reaching the next plateau, advancing as a human being and as an individual. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. So I have access to all of the information about you, what is destined for you, who you are, what you're all about, what your behavior is like, what your talents are when it comes to work, what your life purpose is, what this doorway is that you're meant to walk through. So I can look at all of that for you. If you like these videos, please share them online and hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.